Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Jason Myers to kick off first.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Ekeler to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. He's going to have the first down and then some. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
On first down, it's Herbert. Touchdown! Josh Palmer, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go at their own 23. To begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Walker with another carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all to score on EA Sports. Like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Locke gonna go on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So it takes him just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. Here's Locke to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Locke going to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Locke. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 14. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
1st down, Seahawks.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, it's Locke. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant on the touchdown pass from Drew Lock. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Myers connects on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. That's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths. The
touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen, 30 yards. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing on first down is Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw it is Locke. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Locke steps away to his left. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's got him in, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining 1st half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half. On 1st down, Locke.
over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. On second down, it's Walker. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Buying time to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 32 on the play. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
31. Chargers 28.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Now it's Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Walker now on first and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Sticking with Walker on second down. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now third and 14. Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or you're just hopeful, and you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Back to the air, Herbert on second down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Josh Palmer, the intended target, and it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Herbert throwing again. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the Seahawks 14. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Clock now on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquise Goodwin, 27 yards. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Finding Allen. He finds some open field here. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. To throw is Locke. This is caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
45. Chargers 35.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. A lot going to throw it here. This one into the hands of Metcalf. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 38 now. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Lock gonna go on fourth down. And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. from the 50. Here's Herbert. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So third down coming up. But, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does four down territory begin, possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
But what can Locke do with his drive? Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Intercepted. That'll seal it.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Well, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.